Hello, I'm Rob with Precision Sonar. Today we're doing a rub rail install that has LED lights in it. We provide these things on our website, and also we can customize them however you want. But let's get into installing this rub rail. When you get the package, you're going to open up the box, and the first thing you're going to come to is a stop sign that lets you go to the video so you can go through it and figure out exactly how to do this if you're doing a self-install. But once you get the product, you'll have a bag with your switches, your fuse and your fuse holder in it, and then your rub rail is going to come to you rolled up nice and neat, and we need to place it on the boat so it can start relaxing right before install. Also in the box, you'll find your warranty. Be sure to fill that out. That gives you a 2-year warranty on the lights and against the manufacturer's defect. Just fill it out and send it to the address below. Also, the instructions is a step-by-step instruction. Notice at the top, if it's an RGB, a red, green, blue light, the black is positive and the colors are negative. So now that we've got it out of the box, we've set it on the boat, and the first thing we want to do is pull this thing out, straighten it up, make sure and let it relax while we start taking the old rub rail out and getting ready to install your new rub rail with all the lights in it. As you're rolling your rub rail out, you'll notice there's a silver mark, and that is for the very front center part of your bow. If we're working on Vexus boats don't have this front bow, and this center mark actually goes dead in the back of the Vexus boat. But on all the other boats, what we're doing is we're installing this, starting at the nose of the boat and working our way to the port and starboard side. All right, let's get that old rub rail out and put your new one in. It has LED lights in it. We're going to take this piece off. So once we pull the screws out, the plastic end cap should come right off. Sometimes they silicone it on. You just got to give it a little force. Then take you a screwdriver, stick into the back side of the rub rail insert, and start pulling it out. And now you can just take off and go around the front of the boat. All right, now let's get this side. Okay, some of the tools you're going to need in order to get the rub rail install done is, first off, you're going to need a drill, and I use a 1/4-inch bit to stuff the wires through. You're going to need a rubber mallet, a utility knife, and a pair of side cutters, and then you always a little soap and water. This is Dawn. I use 20 parts water to 1 part Dawn. All right, so now we're ready to start the install. We're going to take that silver mark that I mentioned in the front. We're just going to kind of set it in there a little bit and kind of push it down till it kind of seats to where it's not going to go anywhere. And then we find our leads, and we kind of look and see exactly where we're going to have to drill a hole. This is the only time that you have to drill a hole. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our 1/4-inch drill, locate where that wire is going to go in, and then we're going to drill that hole into the side of the boat. All right, so now that I've got both holes drilled, one coming in the left, one coming in the right, I'm going to start to install my rub rail back in, pull our lights out, and then stuff our wires into the hole. But once you get the wires stuffed in, then you can start working your way around and getting the rub rail in. Now we've come to a light. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut the plastic back to the next light and take our wire cutters and cut our zip ties back. And now we're ready to put the light in. This is where the soap and the hammer come in handy. We're just going to put a little bit of water on it, and then take the rubber mallet. It just takes a little bit of time and a little bit of effort, but it will go in. Now that we've got the first light in, we just need to repeat that process over and over again until we get to the end of the boat. So now that you can tell, we've got 3 of the lights already in. It doesn't take much, and like I said, the warmer the day, the easier it is to put in. Second thing about it is you'll notice that these lights are close together, not like what's standard on our website. These things are custom made for every boat that's ordered. We can put the lights as close together or as far apart as you want. So don't think that what's on the website is the only thing available. As you can tell, we've got several lights in, and I'll just continue to move on down the rail here. And if you'll notice, I'm using a rubber mallet, okay? You're not gonna hurt the light, and you're not gonna hurt the boat. So you just gotta give it a good enough little swing on it to get it to go down inside the channel so it seats properly. So don't feel like you're gonna hurt your rub rail or hurt the light. As you can tell, I'm hitting down to kind of seat it, but then you'll see me hit up every now and then, and all that's doing is making sure that the lip goes into the channel. All right, so now I've worked my way all the way down the side, and we've got all the lights in, everything's all seated properly. Now all we have to do is finish it off. And it's just a matter of working your way around the corner and getting the last bit of that rub rail in where it belongs. Take you a knife and cut it off flush with the end of the base. Being careful. And that's what was left. So now we've got the last bit on there and we've cut it off. Now all you have to do is replace the cap. Being careful not to strip it out. Let's take the screws in, seat them down. That side's done. Okay, so now we've got the port side done. Now it's time to do the starboard side. All we have to do is repeat the process, come back to the end, put the end cap done. Now it's time to wire it up. There are a couple of different things you can do here. On this one, the customer wants both sides to come on at the same time, and he's got an extra accessory switch up here on the dash. And that's what we're going to pull the wires to and go to that. Also, in the kit comes 3 switches, a fuse holder, and a fuse. So you can put up to 3 switches in on older boats that don't have accessory switches, or you want to switch somewhere else. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to hook to this accessory switch, but what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take our precision sonar mount off to get to this opening under here. We'll pull our wires through and we'll get it hooked to the back of that switch. We pulled our positive and negative in. We hooked it up to a switch, whatever the customer wants. And as you can tell, our rub rail lights are on. This customer chose a special package. We've got all ultraviolet lights that will illuminate your monofilament line. Right here in the middle, he did 2 moon glows to create a cast over the water so you can see the water break. So now, this boat is complete. We can get him out on the water and catch some fish.